What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mo, the realist gamer here, and I've been playing Tera on PS4 a lot since it came out lately, and I've noticed that at level 65, it's very hard to get a lot of resources quickly to upgrade your endgame gear and to get into the final phases of the endgame dungeon. So I made this guide kind of as a way to get people who are at endgame to get their resources as quickly as possible, so everybody's kind of on the same level, and also as I guess a quick mini guide on how to get to level 65 the quickest way possible, because I've seen videos like stating how you get to the point of getting the resources, but they don't really try to explain how quickly you can achieve it. So I'm gonna make it as simple for you guys as possible, and I'm gonna start right away. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is create a Reaper. The simple fact that you want to create a Reaper, and you have to make sure you do this on the same server, is because once you get to level 40, you can start this process. You choose an Ellen, and the Ellen is the only class that can become a Reaper. So you choose a Reaper class because it starts at level 50, and by the time it finishes its tutorial area, it's going to be at level 58. This is amazing. I don't think I have to explain this any further. You're starting the game at level 58. You only need 7 levels to get to 65. It's super easy. So once you finish the tutorial area and get to level 58, you will end up in Kayator. You're going to see an NPC right behind you that has a quest ready for you. So you want to go ahead and go along that quest line, and it will take you into Valturkai. You do not want to immediately start doing Kumis battles, because unless it's close to reset, you're going to end up wasting your daily tries, and once your daily tries run out, then you're going to get a significantly lower experience bonus from doing Kumis Royale. So you don't want to immediately start doing Kumis Royale. What you want to do is complete that quest line in Valturkai first, and once you finish that questline in Valturkai, you should be very close to level 60, if not already level 60, depending on what you were doing up to that point. And you will also have gotten at least an avatar weapon that should be able to help you in the final phases of the leveling process. And once you get to level 60, or wherever you are at that point in finishing the Valturkai questline, you're going to want to start queuing for Kumis Royale battles. Why? Because at level 60 especially, you get almost half a bar of experience each time you win a Kumis battle. Now, granted, Kumis is based on RNG, because you can either get a really good setup team-wise, or you can get a really bad setup team-wise. However, even if you lose a couple times, it'll still be so much more experience than you would get doing regular quests, that even if you lose a couple times, you still want to just keep trying to do Kumis Royale. While you're doing that, however, you want to do the quest line for the Vanguard Initiative that starts at level 60 in the meantime. Just in case you do lose a Kumis Royale battle, you're not losing like all types of progress experience-wise. Doing the quest line for the Vanguard Initiative also will get you some armor that you can use to further do the Vanguard Initiative quest. So you'll be getting experience while you're queuing up. So in case you do lose your matches, you still have backup experience. You don't want to just rely exclusively on Kumis Royale. Now, at the end of all that, when you finally hit level 65, that's when the good stuff starts. You're going to get a quest that gives you level 65 Ideneo gear automatically, and you want to just equip all of that. However, you will still be short a couple points of item level required to do those endgame dungeons if you're following this guide to the T. There's a simple fix for that. There's an NPC that sells Vanguard gear. You simply go to that NPC, you buy a weapon from that NPC, and then you fully upgrade it. By this time, you should have so many tier 4 feedstocks and tier 4 alkahest that it shouldn't be any problem for you to max out that gear that you get, that weapon that you get from that merchant. So you just want to max out the weapon only. You don't need anything else. Upgrade it to +9, and you should be at about 357 item level, which is just good enough to start doing those endgame dungeons. And you want to go ahead and continue along the High Watch quest line. Do every quest that starts in High Watch. Wrap up everything that you have to do in High Watch. This will also take you to Island of Dawn, so you want to wrap up those couple quests that you have to do in Island of Dawn. And once you have completed all those High Watch quests, you should have all the materials required to continue to the last phase. You also don't want to really do Lilith, because Lilith doesn't really give you that good of rewards to actually warrant you wasting your time in instance matching or whatever the situation is to try to do it. So if you want to do Lilith, you can, but you don't have to do Lilith. You can stop at the point where you have to do Lilith. And once you get all your materials from your quests and everything, you want to also, something to note, before you even think of running depositing all your items first, go to, and I should have mentioned this before I actually talked about continuing to level 65. You're gonna want to use all your reputation points that you have gotten from PvP up until this point, and get however many things that you feel like you need from the PvP merchants in Velica. So you can get crystals, you can get a little bit of alkahest, you can get some mats. I don't think you'd have enough points to get mats at this point, so don't even worry about the materials. But you can go ahead and just get some extra alkahest, extra extensive alkahest. You can get some crystals, just in case you happen to, you know, mess up and not put on crystal binds and break some. You have some extra crystals on hand. And then you're going to want to deposit all your items that you feel like you're going to absolutely need, including your gold from this character, into your bank. Your bank is shared among all your characters, so your main character will have access to all these items, so you don't have to waste your time trying to mail anything. You just put everything that you're going to feel like you need in the bank. But I would recommend that the things that you do put in are all the tier 9 feedstocks, or unless you upgraded them to tier 10 already. You want to put in all the tier 9 or tier 10 feedstocks that you've accumulated, which should be about anywhere between 7 to 800, depending on how much you've gotten just doing regular farming. So you want to deposit all of those feedstocks, all of the personal alkahest and personal extensive alkahest that you've gotten, because you would have gotten about 200 just doing the quest lines for High Watch. And you will also want to deposit, you know, any crystals you have or anything that you feel like is absolutely necessary. Once you've deposited everything, including your gold, don't forget the gold and the metals also that you get from dailies, because you can use those to get glyphs for upgrading your skills on your main class also. So that's something to note. Once you've done all of that, then you simply go back to the character selection screen and delete the character. It takes about 24 hours for a character to be fully deleted, so you're gonna have to wait a while if you don't have extra slots. So this process, you can do it once a day, but it takes less than 12 hours depending on how lucky you get in Kumis. It takes less than 12 hours, so it's not something you have to really do in one sitting, but whenever you do it in multiple sittings, it doesn't take that long. It's a very quick process to get to level 65 with a Reaper, so you shouldn't have too many problems with that. And in no time at all, you will have your maxed out tier 10 Gal gear, and you should be ready to take on those last dungeons. Now, the only issue with that now is, you know, you're going to have to get good, because those dungeons are really tough. But at least you will have the gear to prepare yourself for it. So you will have the opportunity, at least, to not have to worry about whether or not your gear is stacking up. You know your gear is stacking up. Now, on that note, that's pretty much it for the guide. I hope the video was helpful to you. If it was, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more content, not just Tera, but all types of gaming content. I'll try to upload stuff that I feel helpful every now and again, and you know, possibly like me playing certain aspects of the game. Share the video with everybody you share cool videos with, and leave a comment if you have any questions, to, you know, any further questions about this process, or questions about Tera that you have any issues with. If I know about it, I'll be sure to try to help you, and somebody else in the comments might have a better knowledge about it and be able to answer you too. So if you have any questions that you can't find anywhere else, be sure to, you know, leave a comment about it, and I will definitely get back to you on that. Until next time, though, I'm your boy Mo, and the Realist Gamer, signing out.